21 வந்திருக்காங்களா?
Ma'am, ready, ma'am.
Ready-யா?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good morning to one and all present over here. On behalf of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, Department of Yoga, and on my personal behalf, I take this opportunity to welcome our beloved Vice Chancellor, respected Registrar, and other office bearers to this Viva examination. I am so privileged to welcome the external examiner, Dr. V. Mahadevan sir, Member Syndicate, University of Madras, and Director of Physical Education, University of Madras. I welcome you, sir. And I'm so privileged to welcome my beloved teacher, Dr. Grace Helena ma'am, who is present over here for this Viva exam. Welcome, ma'am. I do welcome Indra ma'am, Director of Physical Education from affiliated College of University of Madras. I am privileged to welcome the DC members of this today's candidate, Mr. Harikrishnan, Sultana ma'am from Pondicherry University, and Dr. V. Duraisamy sir, TNPSU. I welcome you, sir. I welcome you, sir, and I welcome you, ma'am. I take this opportunity to welcome all the heads of the department of TNPSU, professors, associate professors, and assistant professors of various departments of TNPSU. I welcome our beloved librarian, Dr. Ashok Kumar sir, and sports physiotherapist, Dr. Manoj and Srini, for this Viva examination. I take this opportunity to welcome all the research scholars, students, and other participants for this Viva. I do extend my warm welcome to all the professional colleagues, my dear friends, well-wishers, and other participants of various institutions for this Viva examination. With us, I welcome each and every one of you for this Viva examination. Welcome you all once again. As a protocol, it's my bounden duty to introduce the external examiner. I'm so proud and happy to have Dr. V. Mahadevan sir as the external examiner for today's Viva examination. Having more than 20 years of experience in research and academics, sir has produced 35 MPhil scholars and 10 PhDs in the Department of Physical Education. Now he is currently guiding students in yoga also. And currently having the designation as Director of Physical Education, he has various capacities like Member Syndicate, University of Madras, and a Member Academic Council, University of Madras, Member of Board of Studies, University of Madras, Board of Studies member in Queen Mary's College, YMCA College, and member Board of Examination in Annamala University, and convener for award of PhD degree in Bharathidasan University, Bharatiyar University, MS University, and University of Madras. And he holds the post as University Grants Commission member, expert committee to evaluate the proposal under the scheme development of sports infrastructure and equipments. In Indian Universities, Association of Indian Universities, sir is nominated as the member for awarding the prestigious award of Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Trophy, and member Vice Chancellor nominee for appointment of Director of Physical Education in the colleges affiliated to University of Madras, and he is the executive member, steering committee member, University Students Advisory Bureau. In other universities and other associations also, he do have various postings like member board of studies in MGR Educational and Research Institute, Annamalai University, Chidambaram, and selection committee member in Mother Teresa University for Women, Kodaikanal, and inspection and equivalence and recognition committee member, TNPSU Chennai, and review Voice of Sports biannual physical education and sports published by University of Calicut, chairman ground committee, Tamil Nadu Cricket Association, and then executive committee member, Tamil Nadu Volleyball Association, member, SDAT Sports Scholarship Committee and Advisory Committee, and he is the coordinator for Kalai Charal 2006 Inter-University Youth Festival. If I extend his profile, it goes on pages by pages. With this, I think he no needs any introduction, though he is a well-known figure in the field of physical education as well as in the yoga. It's my duty to introduce him. So with this, we can know the capacity of our external examiner. Sir, I'm so happy and I welcome you, sir, as the external examiner. And now it's my privilege, and I'm so happy to introduce the scholar also. The scholar of today, Mr. J. Harikrishnan. Very simple, very obedient, disciplined, and he's a person who is dedicated to the special population. A man who is so eager to serve the special population, having possessed BBA degree from University of Madras, and then he is having PG diploma in special education from Madras University, University of Madras, and then yoga therapy from University and PSU, and MA in yoga for human excellence from Bardiyar University, and he is one who is having the B.Ed in special education, B.Ed in special education, that is mental retardation, whereas PG diploma is in multiple disabilities, and that is multiple disabilities. The specialization is physical and neurological. And having B.Ed in special education, he does his MPhil in our same university, TNPSU, and now pursuing PhD from the TIC. And apart from this, he has possessed teacher training course in yoga therapy in Biga School of Yoga. And he has worked as a special educator in Vidyasagar School in Korattur in Chennai. And he is the chief consultant in Holistic Special Child Yoga Center. And he has received a Brahmanyani Award, title award, which was awarded by World Community Service Center, Vision for Wisdom in the year 2008. And coming to his research work, in his MSc Yoga Therapy, he has undertaken the research for learning disability students. And in his MPhil degree course, he has done yogic practices with and without recreation games for intellectually challenged children. I am so happy and proud to say that I am the guide for this wonderful scholar, in MSc, in MPhil, as well as in PhD. I'm so fortunate to have a scholar like this, and he has published more than 4 papers in journals, and presented and published papers in more than 15 conferences, both international and national. And he has attended more than 20 seminars, international and national. With this few words, I can say a very sincere and dedicated guy who is known for his patience. That is what I can say. A father of 2 children and a single man earning family. As and when he approached me, the first statement I everything, and that he closes center, and this is how his sincerity can be measured. With this, I welcome, and I'm so happy to have Mr. J. Harikrishnan as my scholar. And with this, I have introduced the external examiner as well as the scholar, and now it's the time for the external examiner's words, and I hand over the session to our beloved external examiner. Sir, please. Sir? Sir? Uma?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sir, we can hear you, sir.
Thank you very much, madam.
சார் கேமரா கொஞ்சம் முன்னாடி வச்சுக்கோங்க சார். கிளார் அடிக்குது உங்களுக்கு பேக் சைடு.
ஓகே, கேக்குதுங்களா?
சார் இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பக்கத்துல வச்சுக்கோங்க சார். கேமரா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பக்கத்துல வச்சுக்கோங்க சார்.
கேக்குதா மேடம்?
ஓகே சார்.
கேக்குதா மேடம்?
எஸ் சார், கேக்குதுங்க சார்.
Okay, very good morning, madam. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity for attending this public VOC examination. And also, I thank all the faculty members of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University. So, this is my great pleasure. I invite the scholar, Mr. Harikrishnan, to define the research work in a short form. I hand over to the scholar, Mr. Harikrishnan. Mr. Harikrishnan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Screen share பண்ணுங்க. Good morning, one and all who are gathered here. My topic is efficacy of yogic practices with and without diet modification on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological, and psychological parameters among school children with myopia. Sorry. Introduction. The eyes are the window to the soul. Human existence is characterized by the active involvements with the external world through the five senses of sight, sound, taste, touch, and smell. One experiences joy of sorrow, achievements of disappointments, and learning of growing through the mode of these senses. Among these, the sense of sight contributes a great deal to one relate with the world. In the current century, information technology has become a boon for the overall development of a person, but it has got certain disadvantages also if used excessively. Excessive television watching, spending a lot of time on social networking sites, on mobile and computer has increased high compliance. Most of the people visit ophthalmologist with common ocular complaints like itching, redness, burning, tearing of eyes, headache, double vision, eye strain, and blurred vision. In India, major symptoms related to the computer use reported by the ophthalmologist are headache, eye strain, tiredness and burning sensation, watering the redness, etc. According to World Health Organization's manual, it is estimated that over 285 million people in the world have vision impairment and that 42% of this problem is due to uncorrected refractive errors. Uncorrected myopia is the leading cause of the vision impairment, and higher myopia was reported as the major cause of the new cases of blindness. Studies on eyes were found that the major cause of vision impairment is cataract in older adults, but pathologic myopia is predominant among the younger cohort. An estimated 90% of people with uncorrected refractive error live in low and middle income countries. Meaning of myopia. The correct definition of myopia, short-sightedness, is that it is a refractive condition of the eye in which parallel rays of the light entering the eye come to a focus in front of the retina when the accommodative system is relaxed. The picture showing the normal vision, the length of the light exactly fixing in the focal point, where the comparing with myopia, the light is not in the exact position of the focal point. Trends and prevalence in myopia. Myopia and high myopia gives the estimates from 2000 to 2050 suggests significant increases in myopia prevalence globally with implications for planning services, including managing and preventing myopia related ocular complications and vision loss among people with high myopia. A summary from 145 studies gives the estimate of the total number of people with myopia globally. In the year 2000, this was 1,406 million, that is 22.9% of the global population, increasing to 1,950 million in the year 2010, that is 28.3% of the global population. This is projected to increase 2,620 million in the year 2020, that is 34% of the global population, 3,361 million by the year 2030, that is 39.9% of the global population, 4,089 million by the year 2040, that is 45% of the global population, 4,758 million by the year 2050, that is 49.8% of the global population. Causes of myopia: genetic influences, anatomical abnormalities of the eyeball, cornea of lens, dietary insufficiency, contact focusing of nearby objects. Yoga. Yoga is the science of right living and as such is intended to be incorporated in daily life. It works on all aspects of a person: physical, vital, mental, emotional, psychic, and spiritual. Diet. Diet helps to improve overall health, which provides the body with essential nutrition, fluid, macronutrients, micronutrients, and adequate calories. Food for healthy eyes. The American Optometric Association and the American Academy of Ophthalmology recommend that the nutrients for eye health based on the AREDS reports. Diet. Fish, nuts, and legumes and seeds are the rich in omega-3 fatty acids and also protects the eye from age-related damage. Citrus fruits are antioxidants rich in vitamin C and E. Egg, leafy green vegetables, carrots, and sweet potatoes are good for eye health. It contains vitamin A, C and E. Lutein, zeaxanthin, rich in beta carotene and zinc. Water, that is fluid, is essential to life, is also vital to eye health, which helps in dry eyes. Reasons for selection of the topic. Refractory error is one of the main cause of the visual impairment. According to World Health Organization, in 2010, 28% world population were affected by myopia. If the current prevalence continues, it may reach up to 50% by 2050, that I have already explained. The researchers on holistic solutions, including yoga for myopia, are very few in numbers. Being a special educator and yoga therapist, the investigator comes across a lot of children with myopia, especially from middle and lower section of the society. This prompted the investigator to choose the problem of myopia among school children and study the efficacy of yogic practices with and without diet modification on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological, and psychological parameters among school children with myopia. Objectives of the study: to find out whether there was a significant differences on selected neuromuscular parameters, ophthalmological parameters, and psychological parameters due to the yogic practices with and without diet modification among school children with myopia. Statement of the problem: the purpose of the study was to find out the efficacy of yogic practices with and without diet modification on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological, and psychological parameters among school children with myopia. Significance of the study: the study would be helpful to the children affected with myopia to improve their eye health related ophthalmological variables. The children with myopia can lead their life independently with higher level of confidence. The study would be creating awareness among parents and society about yoga and diet as an important remedy for eye problem. The study would improve the inter and intrapersonal social activities of the children with myopia. The study would be helpful in multisensory learning in the short-sighted children. Hypothesis 1. It was hypothesized that there would be significant improvement on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological, and psychological parameters among school children with myopia due to yogic practices with and without diet modification than the control group. Hypothesis 2. It was hypothesized that there would be significant improvement on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological, and psychological parameters among school children with myopia between yogic practices with diet modification and yogic practices without diet modification group. Delimitations. Independent variables are yogic practices with diet modification and yogic practices without diet modification. Dependent variables are neuromuscular parameters, balance and coordination. In the ophthalmological variables, one is visual acuity, corneal curvature, and visual perception. Psychological parameters are memory and study skills. Delimitations. The study was delimited to the following aspects. The study was confined to 45 female children affected by myopia. The study was conducted on subjects residing in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. The age of subjects ranged from 9 to 13 years only. Duration of the training was for a period of 16 weeks, 5 days in a week. Limitations. Factors like personal habits, lifestyle, climatic condition, and daily routine were not considered for observation. The hereditary and previous fitness experience of the subjects were not taken into the consideration for the study. Socioeconomic status of the subjects was not considered for the study. Methodology. Random group experimental design was used. Random sampling design was followed to select the subjects. 114 students with myopia were screened and found eligible through medical examination, and 45 students with myopia were selected at random finally for the study. Methodology continues. 3 groups of 15 each were formed. One is yogic practices with diet modification, experimental group 1. Yogic practices without diet modification, experimental group 2. The third one is control group. Pilot study was done duly. Treatment was given for 16 weeks, 5 days in a week, 1.5 hour maximum daily. For this random group experimental design, for the experimental groups accordingly, the age of subjects ranged from 9 to 13 years. Pre-tests were conducted initially for all the groups on selected dependent variables before experimental treatment. Post-tests were also conducted for all the groups on selected dependent variables after the treatment period. These are the criterion measures for neuromuscular parameters, ophthalmological parameters, and psychological parameters. Training schedule. These are the yogic practices. Table 1. For first 1 to 4 weeks, 45 minutes, yogic practices training schedule. This is the second schedule, 5th to 8 weeks of, that is 60 minutes training schedule. Yogic practices for 9 to 12 weeks, that is 75 minutes of training schedule. Yogic practices for 8 to 16 weeks, that is 90 minutes for your training schedule. Modifications were done as per the capabilities of the subjects. It's a modification chart. These were given to all the students and explained to the parents. The morning, early morning breakfast, early morning snacks, breakfast, morning snacks, lunch, evening snacks, dinner. So it has been have been given to them and have been followed. These are all the assessment and training photos. Statistical technique. The obtained data were analyzed by analysis of covariance to find out the significant differences among the groups. Shafi's post-hoc test was used to find out the paired mean differences between the experimental groups. Results and discussions. Ankova table on balance. Post-test obtained F ratio 10.80. Adjusted obtained F ratio 25.15. The value of obtained value greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafi's post-hoc test on balance. CI value is greater than the mean difference value. The bar diagram showing the results on balance. Ankova table for coordination. Post-test obtained F ratio 13.19, adjusted 13.72. The obtained value greater than the table value, that is at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafi's post-hoc test on coordination. CI value greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results on coordination. Ankova table on visual acuity, right distance vision. Post-test obtained F ratio 27.82, adjusted F ratio 117.06. The obtained ratio value greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafi's post-hoc test on visual acuity, right distance vision. CI value is greater than the mean difference. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on visual acuity, left distance vision. Post-test 63.66 obtained F ratio. Adjusted obtained F ratio was 93.74. The value was greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test on visual acuity, left distance vision. CI value is greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table, post-test, obtained F ratio 66.98, adjusted value 62.53. The obtained value is greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test on corneal curvature, right 90 degree. CI value is greater than the mean difference. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on corneal curvature, right 180 degree. Post-test obtained ratio F ratio 73.68, adjusted F ratio 86.7371. The value greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test on corneal curvature, right 180 degree. CI value is greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on corneal curvature, left 90 degree. Post-test obtained F ratio 6.36, adjusted F ratio 25.49 is greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test on corneal curvature, left 90 degree. CI value is greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on corneal curvature, left 180 degree. Post-test F ratio 5.57, adjusted F ratio 18.17. The obtained value is greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test, CI value is greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on visual perception, near point accommodation. Post-test obtained F ratio 6.89, adjusted F ratio 15.37. The obtained value is greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test, CI value is greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on visual perception, near point convergence. Post-test obtained F ratio 13.78, adjusted value 35.69. The obtained value greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test, CI value is greater than the mean difference value. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on psychological variable, that is memory. Post-test obtained F ratio 19.66, adjusted value 42.25. The obtained value greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafis post-hoc test on memory, CI value is greater than the mean difference. Bar diagram showing the results. ANCOVA table on study skill. Post-test obtained value F ratio 10.56, Adjusted F ratio 13.25 is greater than the table value at 0.05 level of confidence. Shafi's post-hoc test on study skills. CI value is greater than the mean difference. Bar diagram showing the results on study skills. Discussion on hypothesis. Hypothesis 1 stated that there would be significant improvement in selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological and psychological parameters among school children with myopia due to yogic practices with and without diet modification than the control group. Results presented in the analysis of covariance tables proved that there was a significant improvement on the selected neuromuscular parameters, namely balance and coordination, and ophthalmological parameters, namely visual acuity right and left, corneal curvature right 90 degree and 180 degree, corneal curvature left 90 degree and 180 degree, visual perception, near point accommodation and near point convergence. Psychological parameters, namely memory and study skill, among school children with myopia due to yogic practices with and without diet modification than the control group. Hence, research hypothesis was accepted and null hypothesis was rejected at 0.05 level of confidence. Hypothesis 2 stated that there would be significant improvement on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological and psychological parameters among school children with myopia between yogic practices with diet modification and yogic practices without diet modification groups. Results presented in Shafi's post-hoc test tables proved that there was a significant difference on selected neuromuscular, ophthalmological, namely balance and coordination, ophthalmological parameters, namely visual acuity right and left, corneal curvature right 90 degree and 180 degree, corneal curvature left 90 degree and 180 degree, visual perception, near point accommodation and near point convergence, and psychological parameters, namely memory and study skills, among school children with myopia between yogic practices with diet modification and yogic practices without diet modification groups. Hence, research hypothesis was accepted and null hypothesis was rejected at 0.05 level of confidence for the above variables. Conclusions. It was concluded that there was a significant improvement among experimental groups than the control group on neuromuscular parameters, namely balance and coordination. It was concluded that there were significant differences between experimental group 1 and experimental group 2 on neuromuscular parameters, namely balance and coordination. It was concluded that there was a significant improvement among experimental groups than the control group on selected ophthalmological parameters, namely visual acuity right and left, corneal curvature right 90 degree and 180 degree, corneal curvature left 90 degree and 180 degree, near point accommodation and near point convergence. It was concluded that there were significant differences between experimental group 1 and experimental group 2 on ophthalmological parameters, namely visual acuity right and left, corneal curvature 90 degree and 180 degree, corneal curvature left 90 degree and 180 degree, visual perception, near point accommodation and near point perception, near point convergence. It was concluded that there was a significant improvement among experimental groups than the control group on psychological parameters, namely memory and study skills. It was concluded that there were significant differences between experimental group 1 and experimental group 2 on psychological parameters, namely memory and study skills. Recommendations. It was found that yogic practices would be useful for children with eye problems. Yogic practices and diet modification may be recommended mainly for improvement in eye problem among children with myopia in all schools. The government may encourage yogic practices and a diet modification for myopia affected children in schools. Suggestions for furtherance of research. Similar study may be undertaken with different eye calming activities. Same type of study can be undertaken with different eye disorders. Similar study can be undertaken for rural students. A similar study may be undertaken with increased number of subjects. Similar study may be conducted on other physiological and ophthalmological variables also. Similar study may be conducted for an extended period of implementation for better results. The present study can be strengthened or supported by more high relevant research studies. Thank you.
Hello.
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Harikrishnan.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Really appreciate this study. Will be useful for the students who have suffered myopia.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So a little bit of clarification.
Yes.
What was a measure you have used during the selection of the sample? Students who have suffered
Sir.
myopia. So
Yes,
the
sir.
level of myopia randomly selected or
Sir, yes, sir. Randomly selected, sir. In the sample you are telling, sir. I think, sir, that neuromuscular balance and coordination, the stroke stamp test and eyes nose test were being used, sir. That ophthalmological parameters that doctors and ophthalmologists have conduct the assessment and all, sir. Psychological variable, memory and study skill. That memory drum has been used, hand operated thing. Study skill, Conjana question has been used, sir.
the ophthalmological related variable? Are you considered with the ophthalmological experts?
Yeah, sir. Ophthalmological. In Bora High Hospital in Avadi, they helped me a lot with the assessment and coming to the school and taking the assessment and all. And even also, I have carried out all the my subjects to the hospital, and they were taken some assessment and all for some variables, so that I have completed in the same hospital only.
So you have chosen only even a single place or a different place students?
Sir, the same hospital only I have taken. In the yes, sir. The K. Sugani Boy Girls High Secondary School in Saukarpet, sir. That one single school having almost 50% of students are suffered due to myopia problems, sir. Almost it is coming under the coming 300 people are suffering the same issues actually. I have taken 4th standard to 7th standard, like 8th standard students for the studies. So there are more than 200 students were more severely like that problems is there, sir, actually. For single
There
school,
are so
single
many.
school, I have got all the subjects.
There are so many ranges is there. Myopia.
Yes, sir, yes.
Patient.
Yes, yes.
Which range you have chosen for this? 0.1 level,
That is,
0.2 like that.
Yeah, sir. In it has been measured through diopters. In 2.9 is like a mild level of minus 2.9 level is mild, and minus 5.9 is moderate, like that, sir. After a 6, it is severe. So I have chosen mild and moderate kind of students, sir.
That is a short or long sight vision.
Short-sighted problems, sir. Short sight problems, sir. Myopia.
Only short
Problem
sight,
in looking
not-
near. Yes, yes. Problem looking near objects.
So designing the yoga practice and with practice with diet modification. Definitely it will be useful to the myopia students. If they are using following this aspect, definitely they will get benefit. This is a very study.
Yes, sir, definitely, sir. Sure, sure, sir. Sure.
So, what is your idea? It will lead to the site will help to the sports person, especially shooter and archer.
Yes, sir. Actually, sir, shooter and archer, they have less possibility to suffering due to myopia. Why? Because they are using long-sighted vision and even also short-sighted vision. So mostly sports persons have less possibility in myopia, sir. Why? Because myopia is
other than this myopia student, it will help to the long sight event, sports events like archery is a long distance. So shooter is a very
sure, sir, definitely helping. Yes, sir.
They also
that
can
high
place
exercise
this
and
yoga and diet. Shooter and
yes,
archer.
sir, definitely they can use, sir, which will be very, very useful, sir. Which will be very, very useful for them, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Now,
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Session move to open forum. Anybody wanted to ask a question? If you are asking the question, that should be related to this area. Please.
Okay, I am here, Dr. Grace speaking.
Good morning.
Congratulations to Dr. Selva Lakshmi for producing a wonderful scholar, and congratulations Harikrishnan for your wonderful presentation and wonderful study you have taken up, and a very good presentation. I would like to see the slide which you have shown, the diet plan which you have given for the students with myopia.
Hari? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. 1 second.
Hari?
Hari?
One by one,
yes,
please, one by one.
Please.
Yeah.
Grace,
what are the
madam.
diet plan which you have given? I wanted to see that.
Yeah, just one.
Sir, sir. Madam.
1 second, ma'am, please. Yeah.
Training schedule, Popa.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Diet modification chart, ma'am.
Okay, when we see this diet modification chart, I think almost all, see whatever we have in a normal diet which is being given over here, what made you the special diet which is being given for this nearsightedness people? Is it? Could you please tell me? Yeah. What kind of special diet you have added for this, and that will give them the sight?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, the problem with myopia students, they're not even taking the balanced diet. Why? Because I have taken that Saukarpet, the people have mostly taken like chapati, sweet, not like vegetables, and that balanced diet they have not taken. So that, and also the ground play activities is also not there now. So overall, these problems only affecting myopia related issues. the normal diet only, but which will be very helpful, but they are not taking the balanced diet, so that only taken in the, 1 second now. In the diet definition, I have mentioned all this related variables like fish, nuts, legumes, seeds, citrus fruits, egg, leafy green vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes,
Yeah, I
water,
understand.
like
But
everything.
excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse
yeah.
me, in this diet, no, you have given this, but in the chart, which modification of chart, which you have not included, especially the nuts which are rich in vitamin E, which are also act as antioxidant to prevent eyesight for the kid, especially kids, right?
Ma'am, ma'am, sorry for the interruption, ma'am. To add on to Hari, what he has given in the chart now, yesterday itself I have told him what are all the diet which has been given. I asked him to put everything in the slide, which is there in the thesis, ma'am. I think he has not added it in this slide. I think nuts and legumes he have given, whereas it has been missed. No, I can get your
Okay,
point.
that's the main part of
Yes,
main part of the diet
The
is
same,
vitamin
the
E,
same.
which is very, very important antioxidant.
Yes, ma'am, the
Yes,
same.
that is what specifically I noticed in this chart and I asked.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes, ma'am.
also vitamin D, how they whether they have exposed to whether they have exposed to the sunlight or not. That was also not clarified with this thing. And on the other whole, on the other side, it is okay and very nicely presented by Hari. And congratulations once again. And when you present it somewhere, you please add this diet also and present it, right? So which is
Yes, ma'am, sure.
Ma'am, but he has
important
given
and necessary
nuts and legumes. It was there in the thesis, and I have specially mentioned the term antioxidants also. But somehow he has missed with
yes.
mention, ma'am.
That's
It is
very
there
good.
in the
Thank
thesis.
you. Thanks for the
Thank you.
clarification, both the guide and the candidate. Thank you very much. Once again, congratulations to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you, thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Anybody asking question? Lily, madam?
Sir,
You trade, ma, for asking question.
ma, Indra ma'am கை raise பண்ணிருக்காங்க பாருப்பா.
Hello.
Welcome, Indra, madam. Nice, madam. Yeah, outside India, madam. Indra, madam. Hello.
Unmute பண்ணு.
Hello.
உமா. Ma'am unmute பண்ணுங்க.
Madam, unmute பண்ணுமா.
மா செந்தில் சாரும் ஏதோ கேட்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன், கொஞ்சம் அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க.
ஷேர் பண்ணியாச்சுங்க மேம். சார் சிக்னல் கம்மியா இருக்கு.
ஹலோ
Hello. Yes, ma'am.
ஹலோ
Yes, madam.
மேம் கேக்குது, சொல்லுங்க மேம்.
வாய்ஸே ஹலோ
Hello. Yes, madam.
குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன்.
Yes, madam.
ஹலோ
Good afternoon, madam. Good afternoon, ma'am.
வாய்ஸ் கேட்கலையே.
Madam.
வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா?
Madam.
கேக்குது மேம், வாய்ஸ் கேக்குது. நீங்க கேளுங்க.
Good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Selvi, guide and supervisor, and also the scholar. You have taken very nice topic, myopia. Nobody will taken this topic, but you have taken this, and also you have to clearly explain all those things. I want to ask only one simple question, okay? Nowadays, the most of the children's, not only children's, that more than 20 years also, they are affected by myopia. But can you give any yoga? You have to give any yoga for them to rectify the disease. Can you give any suggestions?
Yes, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Ma'am, there is a high exercise in yogic practices and
I
also
can't clearly.
Trataka. There are high exercise in yogic practices, ma'am. Vedatri Maharishi and also Bihar School of Yoga. This is all those traditions. Hello? Those traditions have high exercise, Trataka, and I have mentioned all the practices. That things which will be most helpful in rectifying or improving the vision health. Definitely, which will be helpful all the age groups, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Training schedule போட்டு காட்டுமா?
Thank you, ma'am.
Magadevan sir, thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Umar.
Brother. Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Umar
it is audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I congratulate the guide and scholar.
Thank you, sir.
And also the examiner, Dr. K. Magadevan sir. Only the small clarifications. Hari, you are given this dietary modification, no? In your training schedule.
Yes.
How you are modified this dietary schedule? If you are followed any method, please explain.
Diet chart போடுப்பா.
Madam, sir, I have explained all these things. There is one. In a study, it explains very clearly, sir, actually.
Okay. No. Before going to arriving this dietary modification, how will you know that these are the diet they required? How will you know these are the diet they required?
Yeah, I studied
you are
a lot
assessed
of books,
any
sir.
dietary lifestyle of that subject or?
Yes, sir. I tried study all the diet related books, sir. One thing that I have tried various studies on this high related health problems. That is John Williams 2018. I have explained very clearly what are all the diet things which will be helpful in high related issues. So that's why I have collected all these things and all.
It is very difficult to follow the diet of this individual. This type of dietary modification, the individual should follow this dietary advice given by you, whether these subjects are followed your dietary schedule or not.
Yes, sir, of course, sir. I actually given all the things, details and everything to the students, and also explained with teachers and also parents. Me also followed, and teachers when telling the students, they will be mostly they will be following. Parents also involving these things, so which will be more useful in the results and everything, sir, actually.
Okay, congrats Ravi. Hari, all the best.
Sir, to add on to some points for Sandalana for your question.
Okay, ma.
No, the entire subjects were taken from one school. You might have noted that Sugna Boys School.
Okay.
I know since this is a common forum, I think it is not right to mention about it's one particular community where their entire lifestyle is different, and they used to take different kinds of food where they are more focused on sweets. No, entirely their food style is different. That is why he is able to get these many subjects in one particular school. That is around 300 and 400, and they all are they need somehow to come out of this problem, and he is so lucky to have that particular school and the teachers. So when me too, when I contact them, they were very particular about this problem. And that is one thing. And the second thing is, for those who are in need, I think they will be very keen in whatever we say. So by giving the diet schedule, you might have seen in the diet chart, which is affordable, which is in our daily routine. That is the Indian system of food, which can be taken, anybody can take in their daily routine for all the meals, like breakfast, meals, or in the supper, whatever it may be. All plans have been changed, and it is a modification. That's why we have given it as modification. That is what we have given. It was circulated, that the entire chart was circulated to the teachers, as well as during the orientation period. This importance was given to their parents, the students' parents also. So this chart was handed over to the children, and it was in turn given to the parents. He has monitored periodically, so that helps him to take this into a successful one, right?
Thank you for adding the more points regarding this presentation. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. All the best. All the best. Guide and scholar.
Uma, thank you. Uma. Sir raise பண்ணிருக்காங்க பாருமா, திருமலை சார் raise பண்ணிருக்காங்க பாருங்க hand.
Hello.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Hari, Mr. Hari.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Did you consulted with the eye specialist, the ophthalmologist, and if so, yes, did you show your result to them? What is their suggestion?
Yes, sir. Sir, a whole thing that I have already told, Bora High Hospital only, I assessed and everything and all, sir. And also I checked with the diet chart also, sir. And also I shown after the post-test also, I discussed with them. They have nicely accepted, like even in Sankranetralaya, when I were choosing a topic, variables, there I have referred Sankranetralaya principal. There is one college in Gindi. They asked me to, can you collaborate with us, with the university, like that? This will be more useful for them. That much awareness they have with the diet and yogic practices. And Bora Eye Hospital also, after discussing these things, they are nicely accepted, which will be more useful. We will be also, which will be giving to, they are having trust also, sir. For the school children also, they are giving trustee free way of training and all, even sports, yoga, like these things. They are also accepted all these things, sir, actually.
Okay. So the eye specialist accepted your yogic protocols and the diet modification, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. If that is okay, means it's a wonderful study. It is very useful for the students of this generation, because they are using all digital equipment and everything. So the case of increasing myopia is so in this current days. So your training will be very much useful. So you have taken wonderful study. So I congratulate the scholar and the guide for wonderful and contribute to study in this area. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, madam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Over. Question.
If there is no more questions, you can go ahead, sir.
Very good. So,
thank you.
At the outset, I would like to appreciate and congratulate guide.
Thank you, sir.
For permitting a wonderful study, and also choose an excellent scholar. Because scholar, those who are having the knowledge of a concerned field, they can complete it successfully. Some of the points I would like to highlight of this public examination. So the topic is very relevant and scientific oriented. I never to see such a kind of study which is related to the myopia. That means ophthalmology. Ophthalmology concern is a a great field, because nowadays in the science is dominating the all aspects, technology. Everybody, every student, as far as the students are concerned, they are facing a lot of problems because they are spending more time in front of a cell phone and the computers. So after getting more time, after spending more time, they will suffer such a kind of problem that will be created myopia stage. So most of the science studies, they are telling about only for allopathy treatment, how to rectify that case. But this is a new study for given information without allopathy treatment, without using the fixed point or something. Once the students, those who are involved in yoga practice with diet modification, it will lead to enhance the sight of the children. And also the thesis, I gone through the entire thesis, the scholar has given all information. Really, I appreciate. Myself also learned more from the thesis. Once again, I appreciate the guide and scholar. And also chapter-wise given a reliable information and adding reliable tools and choosing of independent and dependent variable is highly appreciated for using the myopia students. Another one thing is he is presented in a well manner, the scholar, without any hurdle. He has presented in a systematic manner, and also he has given a reliable answer to Vanakkam madam, Pondicherry madam. So
நீங்க தூக்கம்
given a,
நீங்க பயங்கர கிளாஸ் உங்க கிளாஸ் கேட்டுட்டு இருக்கேன்.
okay, okay. So
நல்லா
he has given a answer. That answer we have no doubt given a clearer answers related to the questions. So all the aspects of the efficiency of the scholars, the overall efficiency of the scholars, thesis, thesis, and the presentation and the answer. So I appreciate the above. My find, as far as my concern, he has done all the way in a good manner based on his excellent informative studies and presentation. I recommend to the university authority for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Yoga to the candidate Mr. J. Harikrishnan. On the basis of my recommendation to the university authority, Mr. J. Harikrishnan will be called as Dr. J. Harikrishnan. So I thank the university authority, especially the Vice Chancellor of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University and the Registrar of Tamil Nadu Physical Education and Sports University, and faculty members who have participated in the public evaluation examination, Dr. Klesi Elena, Dr. Thirumalai Kumar, Dr. Sendil, and Dr. Indra, Dr. Madam Pondicherry Madam, Sultana Madam, and other faculty members. Once again, I thank all the university authorities and the faculty members. And also my special thanks to Kate for making wonderful study for the future generation, for looking and taken the information for there is healthy aspect of the years to come. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hari.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hari.
Yes,
Hari,
ma'am.
Hari.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you,
Vote
sir.
of thanks, Boba.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Vote of thanks. First of all, I thank the God Almighty for His great and compassion and lifting me to up to this level. Because of His grace, I have selected the yoga as my favorite subject. Then I would express my sincere thanks and gratitude to my guide and supervisor, Madam Selva Lakshmi Madam, helped me a lot. Madam only guide for MSc Yoga Therapy, even MPhil and also PhD, helped me a lot. I have crossed almost 6 years from this university. Madam only helping all this kind of things and all. Thank you very much, Madam. I express my sincere thanks to University Administrator, Vice Chancellor Sir, Registrar Sir, given me the opportunity to do PhD. I would like to thank Dr. Ilangovan Sir as my examiner. I would like to thank Dr. Duraisamy Sir. My thanks to Sultana Madam, committee members, doctoral committee members, head of the Department of Physical Education, Pondicherry University. I thank Dr. Ramakrishnan Sir, Controller of Examination, for your moral support. I thank to Mr. S. Manikandan Sir, Professor and Head, S. Tirumari Kumar Sir, Professor, P. Kumaravelu Sir, Dr. Lily Pushpam Madam, Dr. Jayakumar Sir, Dr. Lakshmanan Sir, Dr. Vel Kumar Sir, Dr. Rajesh Kumar Sir, for your wonderful support. I would like to express my sincere thanks to all the department heads, professors, Madam, Dr. Grace Helena Ma'am, Dr. V. Mangair Karsi Ma'am, Shahin Ahmed Ma'am, Dr. Prem Kumar Sir, Associate Professor, Murugavallavan Sir, Associate Assistant Professors, Dr. Vengadeshan Sir, Dr. P.K. Sendil Kumar Sir, Dr. C. Armugam Sir, Dr. P. Rajani Kumar Sir, Dr. K. Kannadasan Sir, Dr. G. Nallavan Sir, Dr. V. Ramesh Sir, Dr. J. Anita Ma'am. Anita Ma'am helped you a lot in doing statistics things and all, everything. Thank you, ma'am. Dr. C. Manoj Sir, physiotherapist, and Dr. K.B. Srinivasan Sir, sports physiotherapist. Dr. N. Ashok Kumar Sir, librarian Sir, helped me a lot in taking everything from the beginning to everything. I have discussed in the library also, and also personally I will be asking some helps and all. He will be more helpful in all the things. Librarians Sir, all the guest lecturers and administrative staffs of the TNPUSU Sports University. And I thank to Dr. D. Uma Maheshwari Madam and Kartika Madam, guest lecturers in our yoga department. My sincere thanks to Dr. Vishwanathan Sir and librarian in the Shankaranetralaya Elite School of Optometry, Gindi, Chennai. My heartfelt thanks to Bora High Hospital, Avadi. I thank to the MD, doctors, ophthalmologists, and other staffs in the Bora High Hospital. My sincere thanks to Aravind Eye Hospital, Pondicherry. I must thank Dr. P. Muthukumar, Director of Physical Education, Arubadaividu Institute of Technology, for his kind help and support. I must thank Mr. D. Hariharan, Director of Physical Education, Hindustan University, for his kind help and support. I must thank to Dr. Manivannan, Nursing College Principal, Coimbatore. My sincere thanks to librarians in the University of Madras. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. S. Patabi, Dr. K. Subalakshmi, Dr. Dev Kumar Das, Shri Vidya Sankari, Loganayagi, Hema Malini, Mr. Lokesh for my research work. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. A. S. Selvam, Savita University, Chennai for his kind help and support. My sincere thanks to my friend, well-wisher, Mr. Devendran, psychotherapist. I also thank to Dr. Vikrant, yoga teacher. He is a doctor in yoga. He is working in RMK school. When I'm finding hospital and all, he will be helping more things. Thank you, sir. I also offer my thanks to Jamal Sharif, Mr. Jamal Sharif, Dr. Karthikeyan, Dr. Ganesh Kumar, Dr. Purushothaman, and Mr. Govardhan. I wholeheartedly thank my family members, my father, my mother, my wife, my dear son, and my daughter, my dear brothers, Ashokan, Mr. J. Anbu, my sisters Anandi, Arul, Amuda, and their whole families. My heartfelt thanks to my father-in-law and my mother-in-law. Heartily thank my dear friends, Mr. V. Prasanna Vasudevan. He helped me a lot. And Mr. Jefferson, Mr. Anand. My sincere thanks to Sri K. Shugnibai Shanatana Dharma Girls Higher Secondary School principal and teachers, and yoga teacher Dr. Shumati ma'am. She only suggested me or refer me that school and help me over the period of time to complete all these things and all. Thank you, Sumati ma'am. My sincere thanks to all the subjects who cooperated with me a lot during the training and data collection for overall help and support. I also thank my teachers, schools, friends, college friends, and sports university friends, those who have helped me directly, indirectly in all the aspects of completion of thesis. My thanks and wishes. I thank Dr. Uma Dilliraj, Madam, for her technical support. I thank my spiritual guru, Vedatri Maharishi. I thank God Almighty who showered blessing up on me to complete the research. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Madam.
1 minute to thank each and every one of you, sir.
Madam, I forget it. It is my duty to thank Controller of Examination, Professor Ramakrishnan sir. Can we my
yes, sir.
Thank
yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll inform, sir.
Okay.
So, with the blessings of God Almighty, today's Viva examination has been conducted in a well manner, and it was successfully completed. I would like to thank God Almighty for giving me as well as the scholar the strength and courage to face this examination. And I would like to thank the university authorities, respected Vice Chancellor, beloved Registrar, and the Controller of Examination, who has given us the chance to have a day like this. And the external examiner, who is all the way in his native, I hope so, in his busy schedule, he is very, he is very prompt in his duty, so that he has came in time and he has conducted the Viva in a well planned manner. Thank you, sir. And each and every one of you who has participated in this Viva examination and raised questions and clarifications, and who has made this Viva a successful one. I take this opportunity to thank each and every soul who participated here and who was behind us for in every aspects and in our all endeavors. thank you each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir, and thank you.
Thank you all.
Sir, conclude Paniklamang, sir.
Thank you, Sultana.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Uma.
Okay. All the best.
Thank you,
Once
sir.
again.